We know they signed Tony Jefferson. We know they signed Senio Clemente.
Yeah.
I think they have no free safety on the roster other than Jimmy Ward. If Jimmy Ward gets hurt, the Niners have nothing but strong safeties. So let me name a couple of free safeties who are still available, and you tell me if you think the Niners should bring them in for a workout. Okay?
Okay.
First one, Malik Hooker.
Hard one. I liked him. I do think that he is physical, but I'm pretty sure that he is after his prime. So I'm not really thinking that he can help this defense so much if we sign him. But of course, if Ward injures himself again, he can help the team out. So he may be.
I mean, he's got a lot of injury history. He played 2 games last year, but he's only 25. He has intercepted 7 passes in his career. He was the 15th pick in the draft 4 years ago. I mean, I wouldn't give him guaranteed money, but it seems like, I mean, if you're going to sign 30-year-old Tony Jefferson, who hasn't played in 2 years coming off a torn ACL, maybe Malik Hooker's worth a look. Maybe.
Yeah, he's worth it. Absolutely. I think that he worth a look. Maybe he worth signing for the 49ers. But after that huge injury history, I'm not thinking of him as a great addition. So, I mean, this team, with all its players, it has a huge injury history. Everyone has a great chance to get injured again. Signing an injury-prone guy again is like shooting yourself in the leg. So
that's true. Now, the thing is, any guy the Niners sign at this point in the offseason is probably either going to be bad or have an injury history or both. Only reason I'm intrigued by Malik Hooker is because he's 25. He was a high pick, and he might be cheap. I wouldn't give him any guaranteed money because he could get hurt the first day of training camp and say, okay, well, there's $1 million down the drain. Thank you, Malik. Kind of like Ziggy Ansah last year. Remember that?
Yeah.
So I'd be interested at a certain price, but if he would take like a non-guarantee, he's probably waiting for a better contract, which is why he's not signed. Okay, I got one more guy.
Yeah.
Also a free safety. Didn't play last year. Has been a Pro Bowler, only 28. Got cut, though, last year. Clinton Dix.
I like him. I do think that he's more like a coverage guy. I think that he can be more reliable than most of the free safeties available on the market. And he can be a great addition as well, because when he played, he was great, at least, or decent. Yeah, at least he was when he played American football. I like him. I do think that he can be an addition. If I can choose between two of those guys, I would choose Dix. I would choose Clinton Dix.
I think I would choose Clinton Dix too. He's had less injury problems.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's washed up or something. He didn't play last year. The Cowboys cut him and no one picked him. I don't know what that was about, but he's only 28. And again, I feel like this is where the Niners are at. They lost Tavarius Moore for a very long time. They may never get him back. Their starters are 2 injury-prone guys who are 30. Sorry.
Yeah.
And their backups are Marcel Harris, Talanoa Hufanga, and Tony Jefferson, who they just signed. So the question throughout the season is going to be, was Tony Jefferson a better signing than Malik Hooker? Clinton Dix? Maybe. I mean, no one wants these 2 guys, at least right now, but those are 2 names I'm thinking maybe I'd rather have. They're both younger than Tony Jefferson. Tony Jefferson's coming off an injury. He tore his ACL. I think I'm going to keep, because I'm petty. I like questioning the 49ers decisions forever. So this is going to be one I'm going to remember. Tony Jefferson over these 2. And also Earl Thomas. Okay, how about one more? Earl Thomas.
Yeah, that was the name that I was missing while you were.
How about Earl Thomas?
Saying those names. Yeah, I mean, if Earl Thomas is available, you should sign Earl Thomas, even though he can be toxic. But you should sign him. That guy is a beast, and he's still a beast. And nobody could tell me that he is not. So just sign Earl Thomas, guys. Sign him. Sign him.
So that's the one. Let me look up Earl Thomas real quick just to tell you what he's been doing. Because I mean, there's no way that freaking Tony Jefferson is better than Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas didn't play last year. He's 32. So that's a little old, but he played 15 games the year before that. He was a first-round pick. He has 30 picks in his career.
Yeah.
He's just a great player.
Yeah, he has tons of deflections. I do think that he is still a ball hawk. He has the experience to join almost any defenses in the NFL. The only problem teams could have when we are talking about him is his personality. I mean, if we
It got erratic, right?
Yeah. If we said that Sherman was toxic because before we signed him to the 49ers, then what can we say about Earl Thomas? I think that he may be the he may be the toxicity of the NFL. Everything that's toxic is Earl Thomas for me right now in the NFL. Or at least he
also,
was.
He's 32. He might be washed up. That's a little old. Because his whole value was being able to, like, he was the fastest free safety of all time. He could cover all that ground. I don't think he probably can anymore. Although,
but
he's better than Tony Jefferson. He's better than Tony Jefferson.
Experience when he was 30, he was still better than a lot of the safeties right now in the NFL. And I do think that he may be an upgrade over Ward, and prove me wrong.
But or you could play him together.
But if he gets a contract this offseason, I do think that he will be one of the greatest safeties in the league.
Okay, one more name. As a safety.
Yeah.
Richard Sherman.
It's so hard. You know that I like him so
I know
much.
You like him.
And I'm so high on him because I do think that if he wants to continue playing American football, he has to convert himself into being a free safety. And I do think that he has the experience. He has the perfect mindset. He is still a ball hawk, although he is not fast enough right now to be a cornerback in the NFL. But the guy is great, and I do think that he will be a safety somewhere. And if there's a place where the team should or the front office should consider signing him, is the 49ers, because he knows the system, he knows those teammates, and I'm pretty sure that he could be a leader for this defense still.
They could sign Sherman and Thomas. I mean, McIlvain Mac says, I think if they brought Sherman back with Thomas, he could keep him in line. I truly believe that. Kind of like how the Tom Brady effect on Antonio Brown. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have him as a split safety duo. Sherman on one side of the field, Earl Thomas on the other. That's a very smart, savvy duo that has about probably 60, 70 interceptions between them. Be interesting.
Yeah, and
they'd be like the anti-Ward and Tart, because Ward and Tart have all the athleticism and youth, but they don't force turnovers. These two are just turnover machines.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to sacrifice consistency for turnovers, because turnovers win games. That's what I think of. And if you remember last season, Robert Saleh just tried some new concepts when Richard Sherman was a free safety or close to that position, and those plays were great. And I do think that Richard did a great job during those plays.
East Bay Chris says Sherman didn't help much with Reuben Foster. Yeah, why you gotta bring up old stuff, man? That's old stuff. What are you talking about?
Yeah. But what? Why are we talking about Reuben Foster?